What's up, y'all? It's Daniel Barousseworks with Barousseworks, and this is what's going on in the shop today. So last week we worked on this table and we added the finish to this, and this is coming along great. I'm still not satisfied with the finish on this one, so I'm going to add a few more coats. And this is the table that we glued up last week. So in the last video you saw me put the veneer down and then put the edge banding on, and I used blue tape to clamp it up. And you can see this came out really nice. So what we're going to do with this piece today is I'm going to make the legs. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. We're going to start from raw lumber and then get to finished legs today. It'll be pretty cool. What else is happening in the shop is we've got some bowls that we're finishing over here. Dustin is drum sanding components for a really cool lounge chair that I'm working on. I'm really excited to have this one come out. This will be the prototype for one of the pieces that will be available to be skated on at the Barousseworks Invitational 2024. And then over here, Leo is working on the coolest chopsticks known to man. We're taking actually blocks like this, epoxy and recycled skateboard components, and we're making chopsticks. Really cool. So hopefully today, before this video is done, you guys will get to see finish go on those. I'm really excited about that. And then one of the other things that we've got going on in the shop is these really cool little catch-all trays. So these catch-all trays are made from giant blocks that we took all of our scrap pieces, we poured them into a mold, and then casted that in epoxy, and then we made these trays. So these four came out super cool. As you can see, they're like really unique. The light goes all the way through them. They're kind of translucent. These are coming out super cool, and I'm excited to put these on the site. But that's kind of what we're doing today in the shop. Yeah, so stay tuned. Rough cut the shape of the legs after we traced the template, cut them out on our Laguna bandsaw, and now we're going to use a template bit, and this is what I wanted to show you guys. So this is a woodpecker's template bit, and we're going to use this bit to trace the template and get these legs all exactly to the shape, and then they'll be ready for round over. So that's what we're going to do. You guys stay tuned. This will make them look like circular. So it'll take them from a square shape to a circle. And the way that we're gonna do that is we have a 3/4 inch roundover bit here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go halfway up the thickness of our stock with the bearing. So we're gonna round over one half and then we're gonna turn it over, and that bearing is gonna meet the other half, and it's gonna give a fully round shape when we're done. So we're gonna go from this to a round over. Alright, so what you guys just saw me do was make the mounting brackets, or basically the tops of my table legs. And what I used for these is I use skateboards, but instead of the laminated lines that you guys are used to seeing me do, I'm actually using the skateboard this way because it's really, really strong. And it's multiple, so it kind of looks like this, but a thicker piece. Whenever you laminate the skateboards together, and then if you were to cut them this way, that's what these are. So it's super, super strong, and we're gonna drill 4 holes that the mounting hardware will go through and screw into threaded inserts embedded in the bottom of the tabletop. So the next step is to sand these and drill the holes that the mounting hardware will go through. And then we can mount them to the legs and make magic happen. This is what the piece before it's sanded, tops of the legs looks like. So you can see that the head of our mounting hardware recesses flush, and there's a little wiggle. We like to have a little play because if the threaded inserts are even off a little bit, that matters. So we drill the holes slightly larger than the diameter of the mounting hardware so that we don't run into issues when we're mounting. But with that being done, now we just have to sand and attach the table bases to the legs, and then we can mount these guys to our table. So it's coming. I think next week we'll be able to finish on it. Okay, so we just finished up for the day. We got legs done for the bean table for the Huckberry collaboration. We got the top done. Leo is making the world's coolest chopsticks from Epoxy and skateboards, and Dustin was drum sanding for a chair. We still got a bunch of work to do tomorrow, but you're not gonna be here filming, so that's a recap. That's the end of week 2 for the Barousseworks blog. Yeah.